You're listening to the Smash Bros. Cast, episode 33. I'm your host, N64 Josh, Player 2, Nightcrawler. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going?
It is going well, my friend. It is going very, very well. Whew. Smash has been
a busy week.
Smash has been has been in the news a little bit this week. But before we get started, guys, if you would like to get yourself a free book from Audible, go to audibletrial.com/SBC. Pick up something awesome like Ready Player One or Console Wars. There's some good stuff out there. That's audibletrial.com/SBC. The chair I'm sitting in is from OP Seat. If you go to n64josh.com/OP Seat, you automatically save $10 at checkout. I love these chairs. I sit in them for very long periods of time, and they're great for my back and everything. I love it. So that's n64josh.com/OP Seat. We do this show live on twitch.tv/N64Josh. We shoot for 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but stuff happened that made us a little bit late. But good stuff that we're going to talk about a little bit later on. So with that, I think we can get into our countdown.
Look at you with the button all ready to go right away.
Hey.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm here for you, to impress you.
All right, guys. Today is October 26th, and we are 41 days and change until our midnight launch. 6 weeks away from Smash, 1 week away from our controllers, and hopefully shorter time till a direct and possibly a Smash test. Right?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
My gut feeling is within the next,
less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, within 2 weeks, we will be playing Smash in the form of a beta. If we're not, I'm going to be very, very surprised. So Next Friday we get controllers and the Smash Switch hype.
Yep, you're picking that up, right?
Yep, got it pre-ordered already.
I will admit, I did see. I did see some pictures. I think of people trying to sell. I don't know why people are trying to sell it early, or whatever. But I think it was on Reddit. But I did see a picture of it out sitting in the dock with the Joy-Cons, and it looked a little bit better than how Nintendo had kind of put out the promotional stuff for it. But the Joy-Cons are kind of unimpressive. The only thing I'm interested in is that dock. But I thought it was funny that people were trying to advertise get Smash early, and they didn't realize that it's a download code. I mean, I think it's just uneducated people that were at a Target or a Best Buy or whatever and ripped open the box that maybe is sitting there in the warehouses early. But it was entertaining at least to see that, like, oh, get Smash early, it's out.
Nope, it's not. It's not.
It's a download code.
But good try. Good try. we do appreciate it. So, all right. Well, getting into our news, we got EGLX going on, the Canada Cup 2018. We got some dates and times for you here. So, Melee and Smash 4 doubles is actually happening right now as we speak. Right? Yeah, the 26th. That's happening right now. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. And I'm guessing all of these times, it's Toronto, I believe that's Eastern.
I believe so.
Yeah, so all of these are in Eastern. So there's a chance that the doubles is already over, but we can look into it. The 27th, 11 a.m. Eastern, you've got 5v5 going on. At 2, Wave A singles. At 4, Wave B singles. At 6, top 32. And then Sunday, you've got your top 8 starting at 11 a.m. for Melee. And at 2 p.m., you've got your top 8 for Smash 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I just clicked on their Twitch channel that we have a link in the description. And they have a banner up right now that says coming up next is Smash 4 Cruise. So that's coming up here. I mean, I would think shortly, and that's 3:00 Pacific right now. So if anybody's listening, it's going on right now.
So I'm thinking 2 p.m. Eastern. That's gonna be that's gonna be kind of early for me. I'm gonna plan on hosting this, and so we can kind of watch together and chat. Like I might actually stream it so we can kind of do live commentary. I don't if you're busy, whatever, Crawler, no worries. Mm-hmm. If you can get away, then maybe we can kind of watch together and hang out with chat. But that's going on this weekend. Next week we will have the results for you, and yeah, it looks to be pretty exciting.
I'm pretty sure a friend of the show, Vicky Kitty, is there. I'm pretty sure
she is. She's
yeah, she's commentating, I think, right?
She is. So that's very cool. So that's happening. We had a very interesting leak this week. Now we're not gonna say what characters were leaked, just because I know there's a lot of people that don't want to hear spoilers, and we don't know if it's spoilers. My gut feeling, and from what I've found, is that it's just a very convincing fake. So before I get into the reasons why I think it's fake, Crawler, what did you think when you saw this?
I'm trying to think. Was this when? I'm trying to remember what day. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday morning that this dropped?
I think it was Tuesday morning.
Tuesday. And I mean, so the thing that tried to prove its authenticity was that this was a French, I believe, marketing material provider for, I think that's been proven for lots of different companies. And it was a very blurry image of the big Everyone's Here banner that keeps getting updated as we get directs and what we saw at E3. And it had, I believe, 5 characters, I think is what we saw.
7.
7. Oh, I glanced through it. I tried to not want to have a lot of stuff spoiled, but I did look at it, and it's giant grains of salt with that. But it was very blurry. I mean, but the thing that tried to add credibility to it was the fact that there was How the Grinch Stole Christmas promotional material just sitting out next to it. Mm-hmm. That people, I mean, that's the biggest thing that the news articles picked up, was like, this is a legitimate marketing material company that prints this stuff, and that's why it's there. But it was a lot of, with the 7 characters, there were some that everyone was asking for, some that came out of complete left field that, like, I didn't even know. I saw some people in Discord were like, is it bad that I don't know who some of these leaked characters are, just because it was so obtuse. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of what everyone's hoping for, and then, like I said, some of that just randomness. So I think once we get kind of into why we think it's absolutely fake, we'll kind of dive into that a little bit. But how about you? What did you think?
Oh, dude, it was like pure unadulterated hype, like seeing all the characters, seeing some characters that I never expected that go all the way back to the Black Box series NES games. I was like, one that's like near and dear to my heart. It's not a super great game, but I played it with my best friend growing up, and he has since passed. And so, like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that is
I think that's the one I had to look up.
Yeah. So, it's kind of an obscure title, but, like, I mean, to me, it was like, oh, that would be rad, like totally out of left field and awesome. And so, and it seemed to kind of just be what everybody wants, like with the Smash community as a whole. It seemed like, other than missing the Fortnite character, I mean, everybody was there.
I saw a Photoshop later of putting Steve in there, so it was such a blurry image. You could have put whatever you wanted in some of these spots.
Right, exactly. So, but, and I mean, and it was super convincing. The internet went crazy. They started finding, like, this artist LinkedIn. They found the company that it was from, and as it turns out, that company released a statement, and here's what it says. Rumors say we are linked to a confidentiality leak on the latest Super Smash Bros. Game. All these rumors point towards one thing. Some journalists need to stop purely relying on Google. Now, before I go any further with this, the leak happened because the supposed artist sent a snap to a friend, who then screenshotted that, put it in a Discord, and then it went to 4chan.
Didn't cover up the name fully.
Yeah.
Which is a bad, if you're going to leak something, protect yourself.
Right. So here it is. It says, the person seemingly at the source of these rumors assuming it is indeed them, have left our company since November 2016. This person did not update their LinkedIn profile as such. Some people incorrectly affirmed that Les Adelaire Marina is linked to this. I don't know if I said his name correct. We do not work with Namco. We did not work with Namco in the past and would like to work with, let's see, we did, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this too quickly. We did work with Namco in the past and would like to work with them again, but we currently do not work together for the launch of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. These rumors stain our largely acknowledged professionalism, most notably when it comes to respecting confidentiality. We have contacted every news site along with Namco and Nintendo to stop this misinformation from spreading and to evaluate which judicial means we shall put into motion. So, I'm saying this is this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's an adequate cover your you know what kind of thing statement, but also, I don't think Namco is taking the lead on promotional material for this game by any means.
No. Now, let's tear this apart a little bit, because although this company says no, it's not us, and no, it's not him, maybe they used his name to throw people off the scent of who it actually was.
Yeah, because they I mean, LinkedIn with searching for, if you know what kind of company you're looking for, I'm sure you can find stuff on LinkedIn if you want to put a scapegoat on something.
So, I don't know. It again, it's those blurry photos, right? So I'm always going to lean towards the side of every leak is fake until it's confirmed by Nintendo. And I mean, some of these leaks that have come out have been legit. And
I trust the backroom photo of the GameStop promotional material that before I trust something like this.
Right, the blurry photo is just hard to it's hard to believe. The like when that photo went out that showed the E3 kiosks, that was fairly convincing. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a real a real document or whatever. But interesting, nonetheless.
It got a lot of different news outlets and people and other things to talk about Smash Bros, which in the long run is not a bad thing. I mean, especially if it proves out to be fake, Nintendo just comes out ahead on it all.
Well, and I'm not like we can this is like get your tin foil caps, right? But like there's a massive game coming out this week. And if you want to take the wind out of the sails of a game like Red Dead, just
I mean,
put out a blurry
internet
image.
Traffic
right?
on IGN probably went way up for Smash when a week where it should have been mainly Red Dead, most likely.
Yeah, so like we never anymore. You never know what is all marketing, because it's like, hey, do we want to not pay for some more hype? Because we have a way. It's called a blurry photo and the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. So, I mean, supposedly I believe I read this. The characters that were mentioned in this leak, and don't quote me on this because I didn't go and recheck it, but I thought they matched up with the person who leaked characters earlier, who so far has hit every single one of them.
I think some of them were in there, yes, but then there were some of those obscure ones
that nobody has mentioned yet. So anyway, interesting. It gets the buzz. There's so much buzz. Like, it was so much fun. Discord was just blowing up. People were, everybody's trying to investigate this stuff. Like, Dylan from the chat says, if this is fake, I ain't even mad. A+ for effort. Like, that's the thing at this point. Like, it's just any little bit of news, fake or not, is just kind of like, it's just fun to see the community get excited. I saw a lot of different tweets with like, man, the Grinch is really stealing Christmas this year, and things like that. Like, the Grinch is ruining everything.
Well, so speaking of little bits of news, I guess I've been looking for the raw footage from Nintendo, but apparently this came out of um the Wendy's Tailgate Tour promotional trailer or video or something that they've kind of been posting on the update of how that's going along. And we have a link here in the show notes for a YouTube video that's kind of breaking down some of this stuff that came out of this video. And this is directly from Nintendo. So I don't know if it's oops on their part. I don't think anything from them on this matter would be an oops, but we got to see two stages that I think we're kind of known about, but we hadn't seen yet. And that was Mute City from the SNES style, which is a stage that's currently on the 3DS version. And then also a short little clip of Rainbow Cruise, which I guess was, I don't remember playing that too much, but in Melee and Brawl.
Okay.
But then the big news that came out of this was on the Mute City Super Nintendo stage, there was a random unused item sitting on a vacant platform in the game that resembles, I guess, a new item that is going to be in the game, but the video that we have linked kind of breaks it down that it's a little bit different. And what the internet has kind of latched onto with this is that it's a item from Golden Sun, which I guess I don't think we've had any kind of item from Golden at all in Smash.
I'm going to put my tinfoil cap back on again.
Okay.
And, like, no joke, what if this is also intentional? And what if there are things that we have missed that have been thrown out in front of us, but nobody has spotted them yet? Like, we're talking about going through these videos, like, frame by frame, right? Over this little plant. And they're like, it's from Golden Sun. It confirms
It confirms Isaac.
It confirms the leak. Everything is confirmed. The Grinch leak is real. Wave Tsunami said I saw that one that said how the Grinch leaked Smash Bros. Yeah, what a jerk. What a jerk. So it's this tiny little item. Like, I went and found the screenshots of this thing. It's like, what what are you looking at? You're like, how are you?
And it's in a little bubble too. It's not even like how, like, the video that we posted here, it has the item from Golden Sun, which was on Game Boy Advance, and it's like this little thing in a bubble that is sitting on the stage that even in the video they're like, yeah, it could be a food item in Smash, we don't know, but it also looks like this. So yeah, Golden Sun, who knows?
Like, was the villager anywhere to be found? Was he planting a tree? Was it like a frame before the tree goes in?
I think in the clip it was Ness, and I don't know who it was, but yeah, it wasn't villager.
Like, I love that this is like, I mean, this is top page of Reddit, guys. This is the top page of Reddit. Like, mouse over to see spoiler. There's a leaf. There's a possible plant with a leaf in Smash Ultimate. It confirms so much. I love that people are at this level of hype for this game, that every little thing is like being scrutinized. And it was Ness and Captain Falcon, Mr. Cool Red Luigi saying. So, dude, like, cool. I don't have any idea. I have no clue. I saw these pictures and I was like,
the hype train's already left the station, so this is it's just cruising along.
We're about to leave the tracks at this point. This thing is flying so fast, like, man, oh man, just bonkers. I love it. I think it's great. Let's keep it going. So, another company that decided to jump on this hype train during all of these leaks was Flex Tape, and I have a link to some of their tweets. Basically, they were like, let's see, I'm going to read the link right here. Read the read the tweet here. So funny. If you guys aren't familiar with this Flex Seal, right? Flex Seal is what it's called. You can basically, it's like an infomercial, and you can slap it over a sink that has a hole in it and it will clog the hole, right? It's like, it's great. Well, Nintendo Everything put out a post on Twitter, a tweet. It said, rumor, leak reveals new Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters, and then it had a link to their post. Flex Seal puts a stop sign, like quotes the tweet, puts a stop sign. It says stopping leaks since birth. It got almost 5,300 retweets and almost 17,000 likes. Like, it's probably one of the best tweets they ever did. And my gosh, if you go through and read some of the comments, some of the memes that were thrown in, like Phil Swift saws the competition. He's the guy that does all the infomercials.
Cuts the boat in half.
Yeah, he cuts
Well,
the
whoever runs the Wendy's social media account, they hopped on it just as fast as well, because they're like, well, since everything's getting announced, they had like the character announcement screen, and it said Wendy joins the fight, or something, Wendy broils the competition or something like that. So they got in on it too. Wendy's social media is savage as well.
Right, because someone asked them what would McDonald's final smash be, and they said falling off their face on the edge and falling to their death, or something along those lines. Like,
Wendy smokes the competition, something like that. Yeah, that's right.
It's just too funny. Like, but I mean, that's more eyes for Smash, right? I mean, there's probably people wondering, like, what the heck is Wendy's tweeting? Like, what competition are they in? Like, what is all this about? So it's just, it's crazy the amount of hype that is going on right now.
I guess those social media directors just go to trending on Twitter and find out what's going on, and then just ride that wave.
Oh yeah, it's really, really cool. Oh, I have this video of this guy cutting this boat apart right now is running. I gotta close this. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, like really, really just a fun week for Smash and all that stuff. So let's jump into the Smash blog, and we starting
there's drama with this first post
drama
too, so.
With the first one. It's I'll let you go ahead and read it. It's Luigi.
All right, so this is from the 21st. Today's fighter is number 9 Luigi. He can jump higher than his brother Mario, and his up special super jump punch will gain maximum damage and launching power when hitting an opponent right at the start. It's truly a special move. I don't know what the quotes, what they're going for there. He also uses his new Poltergust for his throw, which caused the internet to break, I think, for a short little time, because they saw throw and immediately assumed grab, and that we were going to have a tractor kind of Pac-Man-esque grab for Luigi, and that was kind of setting Luigi mains off. So what did you? Because I read that pretty quick when it went out, and I immediately assumed that as well, and then I had to read it a little bit more closely.
I was in Elegant stream when I believe it's his girlfriend, and I think it's Lauren is her name. I think, if I'm wrong, forgive me, but she was like, Luigi's grab has the Poltergust, and he was like, no, like just angry face, like no. And so then you see all these tweets, like Zero was tweeting stuff out. Like there was a lot of people, like this got a lot of people wondering. But I think what happened, and I did this too, as soon as I saw Poltergeist for his throw, I immediately thought it means for his grab.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought. And then I read it more closely and I saw throw. Which,
to me, I'm guessing this could just be added animation to his down throw, possibly, because the Poltergust not only works as a vacuum and sucks things in, it also
shoots things out.
It also will blow things out or whatever. So that could be all this is it's just an added animation to his down throw or something like that.
It's just promotional. Promote your new game in the biggest game of the year, and kind of deal.
And yeah, I don't like. I'm curious to see what it is exactly. We don't really know. The video doesn't show anything. I love the video of Luigi, right? Like he's so goofy. Like he does that like human torpedo and he sticks right into the side of the stage, and he just sits there like a human dart.
Yep.
So pretty funny if you ask me. I have a whole article about his grab. Like, oh, maybe they can use it as like a tether. Maybe it'll be a new way for him to recover. No, it's just tied to his throat. It's probably going to be probably not much of anything. No major like glaring change. Because if you think about it, other than Link losing his tether and gaining that bomb, because it's just to stay true to the character model that they're using for Breath of the Wild, I don't think any other returning characters from Smash 4 are seeing any major changes like that.
Yeah.
Nothing comes to mind as far as like having like he's never been able to have a ranged grab, and now he does.
Yeah. And that was I feel like the Link stuff was made perfectly clear at E3 that was changing, and it was because it was going with the Breath of the Wild model, but you still have that option if you want a Link that has the hook shot. You have young Link and you have Toon Link that still have that. So it doesn't really take away a core gameplay style that you would have with said character. And for Luigi to kind of lose that, I think would definitely mess with people that kind of make their way with him. I mean, Elegant being one of those people that would mess with them quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. So I think it's going to be something minor. I don't think it's going to be anything major. Although I'm not going to lie, like as I was speculating, I'm like, he could have the reverse of Mario's Flood, and it literally could be like a vacuum that was a ranged grab at that point, right? But it could also be just like Flood, and his down B could be something that pushes people away. That would mess
with Luigi's recovery though as well, if you start messing with his down B.
Right. You're totally right. It just got me thinking about a bunch of different things, So kind of cool that just a simple little sentence, again, boom, internet on fire. I love it. Okay, next up we have Pokemon Ditto. Ditto will transform into the fighter who threw the Pokeball when joining the fight. After the transformation, Ditto will have the exact same abilities as the original fighter. So there you go. That's Ditto. Are you excited for today's music? Read it to me.
All right, today's music is, you can now listen to Lost Painting from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Doesn't it resurrect memories of attaining... What? I don't even know what that character is, or what is that word?
Chrysa Egrim? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. Something from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This version is arranged by...
I would have had to have played the game to even, like... I'm sure it's...
I've played some Castlevanias. I don't think I've played Symphony of the Night.
I've played 2 minutes of it. That's how long I play most games, though.
So this is arranged by...
Do you want to do it?
Tetsuya. Yeah, you got it. You're better at it than I am.
Shibata.
And they're from Unique Note. Also, give it a listen on headphones too. So apparently, there's deeper sounds in this arrangement.
Oh, there's Easter eggs, I bet. Here we go. So good, so good. I do want to point out too that the main theme is now on the music page as well. If you want to be able to check that out, it is at the very top of the page. It's not mixed in with the rest of the tracks. So, man, Mr. Cool Red Luigi said that didn't start off very Castlevania like at first, but very very unique. That electric guitar came in, like the
Your
bass
Seinfeld
beats.
bass player.
The Seinfeld bass player was back. He was back. So good stuff. Good stuff there. All right. Next up from 1023, Green Hill Zone. It's a new stage. The concave landscape and blue point marker are iconic to this stage. A point marker will twirl when the ball is hit, dealing damage to anyone nearby. The ground can collapse after attacking it, so be careful. Be careful. And we can see Sonic and Bowser are doing battle in the photo there. Next up we have
Pac-Man, fighter number 55. This fighter appears in both his classic form and his form with hands and legs. He has many unique special moves, including a trampoline or a fire hydrant. And for his final smash, he grows into a giant Super Pac-Man, chomping and launching his opponents. And I think we saw that in the more so in the new 58-second trailer that Nintendo dropped. They had Pac-Man kind of going sideways across the stage and then diagonally, all just chomping, throwing everybody every which way.
Cool. And lastly, for the blog here, we have from 1025, today's item, Nikki Assist Trophy. The host of Swap Note on the Nintendo 3DS system joins the battle. Her drawings all look very cute, but they still do serious damage, so be careful. Be careful. All right. Well, that is the Smash Bros. Blog for the week. Next, let's kind of talk. Let's talk some progress. We have a few different talking points I want to get into, and so how's been your progress this week with Smash?
Distracted by Starlink a little bit, but got a few games in. I feel like I didn't play a ton on Wii U this week, but you and I got a few games in on 3DS, and I did a few on my own as well, just in For Glory, even though it was on 3DS. But still having a good time, like watching videos, trying to get better on Neutral Game, and just working with it. I mean, you and I had, I feel like, even just great games on 3DS. We were going back and forth.
Yeah, it's just it is a little bit tough going back and forth between the two, because it's just like, okay, this game's in mud compared to
well, and I just don't like grabbing or shielding with those shoulder buttons just where they are as well, where how comfortable it is on a GameCube controller.
Exactly. Oh, speaking of GameCube controller, guys, on Monday, my white Wii U Smash 4 GameCube controller showed up, basically brand new in the box. It had been opened, but I don't think it was ever used. It is.
So did you read the instructions in Japanese?
It is crispy. I did not. So, but yeah, for me, honestly, this week I've had a lot of stuff going on. It's just been kind of a hectic week, so I haven't been able to put as much time into Smash as I would like. I've still played every day just to make sure I'm still progressing, but I think the biggest thing, I feel like I'm one in just a little bit of a rut, and then two, I did pinpoint a few areas that I was doing that were predictable. And what dawned on me is I still love that jump button, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where I seem to really, like, I've calmed it down quite a bit in the center of the stage. I'm not using it nearly as much, but for my recovery, I have this tendency to want to jump from the ledge after grabbing the ledge, jump, and then jump again in hopes of getting behind my opponent and doing a back air. And I almost always put myself right in front. They just do a roll, and
yep.
You're
predictable with where you're going to have to land because you don't have a jump.
Exactly.
And I was that yesterday's stream that
Yeah, and
I just
you
I
mentioned
called
it,
you
and I
out on
was
it, and
like,
you're like, I don't think so.
I was
And then
like,
about an hour later, you texted me back on Discord. You're like, all right, I watched the replay, and yeah, I'm jumping a lot on the edge.
yeah, that's where, because I was like, man, I don't feel like because I don't jump much during the neutral game in the center of the stage, but when I get to the edge is where I have I have that issue of like, and so what I've tried to I'm like, okay, these are habits, right? I'm gonna break these habits, so I'm getting back onto the stage either by either rolling or just pulling yourself back up and just standing there, or if they're close enough, I may throw the attack as well, right? It kind of just depends, and that has helped me to mix things up. Another thing that I've noticed is as I've learned new things, I've stopped doing other things that I need to put back into my mix. I throw way less down airs with Mario now, like that, his little tornado punch or whatever. I don't know the exact name of it, but I hardly throw it. And I used to throw it all the time, but it still needs to be a part of my 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 tool set. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I feel like I used it so much before that it again was something that was predictable, but I want to make sure that I'm utilizing all of the assets that I have. So been using cape more just as an offensive tool. And what was interesting, I was
going for that Instagram famous.
Yeah, making people famous on Instagram with that cape. But what I had happen a few times was like Villager has he has projectiles that'll kill, right? Well, Super Nintendo and I were up in the air. He threw the projectile and I caped it right back at him, and I got a kill with the cape, and I didn't know what happened. I was like, what just happened? We had to go back and watch the replay, and then sure enough, he had actually thrown his projectile, and that's what I sent right back at him. I mean, it was literally immediate. We were so close to each other, you couldn't even hardly see what it was, but it was able to get a kill. So it's nice mixing that in there, trying to throw it. I don't like the spike with Mario is fairly predictable if you're going to do it. So I've been trying really hard to mix that in times that it's like at the last second, like really trying to space it to where it's like right at the edge versus jumping way out and trying to land it and just whiffing it, just trying to
and I wait right there for my counter.
Yeah, you did that to me one time. That was pretty crazy. So it's still just every week is just learning, right? But I feel like we're at that point, like when we first started, this was such like, it all seemed overwhelming. Like it all seemed like this is never going to come together. And now it's like, okay, we've chipped away at this and we're getting the hang of it. And now we're chipping away at this, and it's just continually progressing, continually, I'm still not at the point that I'm jumping into For Glory and beating everybody, that's not happening. But
what Elegant call you this week?
Oh, he called me a casual. Yeah. He called me a casual. I'm like, yeah, I've been playing super serious for about 3 weeks. He's like, you're a casual. It's like, no, I said I wasn't playing casually. You're a casual. Okay. Plumber says Josh makes this seem so tactical. It's called Smash. I'm hoping to just smash buttons. Which you can totally do and have fun with, but it's this game just has so much depth, right? And you just keep peeling layers back, and you keep finding more, and you keep finding more ways to improve your game. And one of the other things that, like, when I jump into training, the way I move in training versus the way Wave Tsunami says we love our casual dad. Okay. So, but one of the ways when I'm in training, I'm moving my Mario much faster than I do when I'm playing the game. And I've said this on the show before, but this week I actually started implementing more of that movement so that I could be moving around quicker. Even playing my son, he's like, how are you throwing those back airs so fast? Like he was surprised. We played a little bit this morning, and but even him, like, like he expects that spike. So it's that like that little bit of like that chess match, like even with each move, like how close can they get to the edge before I jump and hit that fair?
Yeah, because unless it's a true combo, with a true combo they can't do anything about it. But if it's anything else, then it's that mind game of finding your entry point and trying to get there and cause damage.
Yeah, and the other thing too is I'm continually working on like Mario's string of up air combos, right? And I've actually started landing that, and it's really satisfying. The other thing that happened today, I was playing my son and he got his first spike with Link against me. He was like immediately just super pumped, like that's the most satisfying thing I've ever done in Smash. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you. So I'm excited, and he is not a fan of the GameCube controller, but I'm like, you gotta just get used to it, just use it. And so he did use it, and he pulled that off, and he was pretty hyped. He didn't want. He's like, let's.
You sold him on the GameCube controller.
Well, I don't know. We're still working on it, but
he can pro controller. That'd be all right.
Yeah. Well, what was happening is he was playing with the gamepad, and he's like, he was getting misinputs. And I'm like, well, see, these notches kind of help that not happen. And he's like, yeah, but I hate the giant A button. That's what he doesn't like. He doesn't like the giant A button. And I mean, I get it. He's been playing Xbox. That's really what he kind of started with was, he played GameCube when he was really, really little, but Xbox is where he spent most of his time. So and maybe the Pro Controller will be where he's at. But yeah, overall, it's just been a fun week. It's been a fun. And the other thing that's been fun is playing with like Super Nintendo and kind of being able to show him different things and how to, just how to do some different things and whatnot. And that's been cool as well. And to be honest, one of the greatest things this week is just seeing the conversations happening in Discord and seeing people say like, one, just the amount of support they're getting from other people in there of just like, we have people of all ranges from like knowing very little about Smash to being very good at the game, and everybody just seems to be really working well together and willing to, people are like, this might be a dumb question. It's like, no, there's not a dumb question. Like we want you to be able to improve at this game, so ask those questions that you need answered. And it's just been, I can't remember who put it up there, but they were just like, basically just detailing their progress since they've got involved with the community and things like that. And to me, that's what I want to see. That's the point of this show, right? Like we want to talk news. We want to keep everybody up to date with what's happening with Smash and that kind of stuff. But the main thing is I want to see this community forming, that we are all getting better as Smash players. And, and who knows, that can lead to many opportunities depending on how far we can take this thing. So, it gets me pumped. So I want to give a quick shout out to Addison for that Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. So there's Leo saying shout out to the Discord. Such an awesome community. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys keep coming in, like multiple people every week. I mean, just keep flooding in, and you guys are saying you're coming from here, and everyone in the Discord is giving everyone a warm welcome. And, it's been good. I mean, there's tons of 3DS players and other people that have Wii U, and here in 6 short weeks, we're all going to be merged onto the same system, which is going to be just really fun to see how this Discord just takes off. Dude,
the Smash server in our Discord is just going to be wrecked. It is going to be wrecked. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. So, it was Leo that was posting about his progress. Yeah, dude, it warmed my heart when I saw that. I was like, this is awesome. This is the point of this. So it was really cool. It was really cool. Well, we started the show late today because I am in talks with a local game shop and collectibles shop, which I couldn't believe it. I went in there today. They have Amiibo. They're working on ordering the Amiibo that I don't have yet, which I'm really excited for that. There's only like 2. And they have like almost like they kind of took the place of Toys R Us as far as like Nintendo, like collectibles and toys and puzzles and coffee mugs and all kinds of stuff, right? Really cool. They said they had something like 45,000 pieces of inventory right now, and they're working to get up to 90,000. But they also have a massive space for tournaments. And so I hit him up and I talked to the two owners and I said, hey, I want to get the ball rolling on getting Smash Bros tournaments here. What do you guys think about that? And they're like, oh, we're all for it. We're all for it. So I'm in the early stages. I'm going to need help with this. So if there are any TOs that listen to this podcast, please hit me up on Twitter or Discord because I have questions. I have a lot of questions. In order to do like buy-ins, you have to have some kind of a permit. And so I want to find out about, I just want to get some of the logistics. The cool thing is these guys that own this place, they are like, yeah, we're totally for this. I made it very clear that like, this isn't like this isn't my expertise. I haven't done this. I just know that there's a lot of potential here and you guys have the spot for it and it could be very mutually beneficial, and they totally agreed. And so we're going to get drinks and talk about it further. But what that means is in the Northwest Washington, we could have one more local very soon. It may just start up it may start as just kind of like a monthly Smash meetup, and then continue to grow from there as I get a better understanding of how this works. But basically have the space. We just got to work out more details, but there's going to be something happening very, very soon. And so I'm really, really excited. I just pulled in there on a whim and they were all for it. So I want to encourage anybody, do the same thing. If you know, look, that's where my biggest thing was like, where am I going to find a location? Like, can I rent a conference room and like a hotel lobby or something like that, like the different rooms they have available, that kind of stuff. So I'm stoked. I'm really stoked.
Yeah, maybe you can work a discount into your contract.
So, but anyway, that's part of the reason I was late, because I was like, I got to stop in this place. It's not too far from my house, and really, really cool. Really cool. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is right now is a prime time for anybody that's getting into content creation for Smash Bros. I want to give you guys some maybe some pointers, advice, things that will help your content be seen, and kind of just dig into that. So, there's not a ton of Smash Bros. Ultimate content going out right now. So the first thing when it comes to content creation is you always want it to add value to the consumer, right? You always want it to add value. So this is where I struggle when it comes to content creation, because I'm like, okay, I don't want to just make a video where it's just me rambling, right? Like it's just me rambling. So what is it that can, what question can be answered? What problem can be solved? That's kind of the stuff you want to think about. And it's not easy to like, wait a minute, I'm just talking about Smash Bros. What do you mean? What well, for example, what controller should I use? That's a question that gets asked a lot. How do I choose a main? I'm literally giving you guys the names of the next videos I have coming out, but do the same thing, because you never know if you can get it to rank on Google. I'll even tell you how I'm titling my videos. Smash Bros. Ultimate, and then I'm putting like a colon, and then how do I choose a main? Or, and then my first tag is going to be how to choose a main in Smash. Right? So that basically you want to title your video. If you're doing YouTube videos, you're doing podcasts, you're doing blog posts, whatever it is that you're doing, you want to title it the way that people search for it. So that way it shows up in search results. It's that simple. They're called keywords, right? And if you want to know, here's a quick tip on YouTube. If you have a video for Smash Bros. Ultimate and it's concerning a certain topic, when you're titling your video, go up to the search bar and type in Smash Bros. Ultimate and see what pops up. See what the list is that pops up for the different names that autofill from YouTube. And that's how you're going to know the best way to title your videos so that they will show up in search results and get seen by the masses, right? As you get more likes and comments, that kind of stuff, it'll push your video higher up the charts. That's why you want to make sure that you that you're adding value to people, that they want to engage with the video. If you can, make them around 10 to 15 minutes. That seems to be what YouTube likes the best. Now
They can monetize it pretty well later on when they do that.
yeah. And so here's the other thing. Take inspiration from other creators. Don't copy other creators, right? Look at what other creators do and then ask yourself, how can I put my spin on this? How can I, how are you inspired from them, right? Like, what questions are brought up when you watch some of their videos? What do you think maybe that you could do better? That's what you want to do. Like, look for inspiration. Never plagiarize. Don't copy anybody. You need to you need to have your own voice. And as you do this more, you will find your own voice. It doesn't happen right away. And anybody that's watched YouTube for any period of time knows that most creators go back and watch their first videos and cringe the whole time because they hadn't found their voice yet. So that's okay. That's okay. But Smash Bros content is literally like ripe for the picking. So start now. If you only have a cell phone, if you only have your iPhone, your Android, whatever, get a tripod, get a lapel mic for like $15 and hook it into your phone and start recording your thoughts and impressions, your analysis of videos, your speculations, all that kind of stuff. It's good content, right? And you can edit it on your phone and get it up on YouTube right now. Okay?
Scripts are never a bad idea for those kind of.
Exactly. Well, scripts are never a bad idea. And what's great with even just like if you have an iPhone, you have iMovie, like you can easily separate your audio from your video and cut out sections of your video and put like screenshots or other live footage. You can use your phone to screen capture video like from like the E3 event, things like that. If you need B-roll, you can do it all from your phone. So you could start creating right now. So I hope this helps. And the thing to remember with content creation is it's people say, well, it's oversaturated. Remember, the cream always rises to the top. So put out the best content you can. Go ahead, Crawler.
If you guys are doing stuff like this, hop into the Discord. We have links at the bottom of the Discord for YouTube and Twitch. It's kind of just a standing list. It's not kind of like up new stuff up now or anything like that, but just get your content there. If you post a link to your YouTube channel or your Twitch channel, we can kind of check it out and just let us know and we'll take a look.
Yeah, and there's chat saying different stuff. Captain Logan is saying, know what you're talking about. Yeah, get a little script, get a little outline of the three topics you want to cover for a video. Make one a week, right? Spend all week in a few, like 15 minutes here and there, like crafting a script, and then, just read off of it if you have to. Like set your phone on your tripod and in front of your computer screen. The computer screen will light your face. You always need good lighting, and then you can kind of read and use your notes to put out, so you're not stumbling over your words. You're not saying you're just rocking and rolling. So I hope that helps. Of course, in the future, get yourself a capture card, that kind of thing, so that you can actually capture gameplay and do commentary over that kind of stuff. But if you right now you're listening, you want to start creating content for Smash, but all you have is a phone is the only way. You have the tools right now. Spend another like $30 on a tripod and a microphone, like a little lapel mic, and you're good to go. You're good to go. So, that's gonna kind of do it. I hope that helps you guys. I can't wait to see some of the stuff you create. Tag me in some tweets or whatever if you put a video out. I want to see it. All right. So with that, let's wrap this thing up. Where can we find you, Crawler?
Like we said about Discord, I'm hanging out in there. So n64josh.com/Discord. Come hang out. Let us know you came from here, and we'll get some games of Smash in. Also on Twitter, Nightcrawler724. Nightcrawler's without the E. And then on Twitch, I am going to try to get my stream up and going a little more often now. I think my 7-week-old baby is starting to settle into a little bit better routine at night, so we can maybe get some uninterrupted streams going. But yeah, check me out there, and over to you, Josh.
All right, guys, you can follow me on Twitter at N64Josh. The music you're hearing right now is the Metal Melee theme. You can check it out at n64josh.com/Metal Melee. If you'd like to get yourself a free book from Audible, go to audibletrial.com/SBC. If you want to get yourself a gaming chair from OPC, go to n64josh.com/OPC. You automatically save $10 at checkout. Guys, remember to check the show notes, which can be found at n64josh.com/SBC33. There's so many resources there on how to improve and get better at Smash. You know, a bunch of different links to check out. I am streaming on a trying to get as regular as possible. This next week, I'm gonna shift from streaming at very early morning to in the afternoon, so I can actually stream for a longer period of time while more people are awake. Okay, so that's going to be starting probably 2:30 in the afternoon each day, Monday through Thursday, and then of course Friday is going to be my regularly scheduled stream of where I do first looks and some Smash and that kind of stuff. So that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you're here live, thank you so much. If you got a second to rate and review on iTunes, we greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.